got it. I got COVID. And they was at the club blowing shotguns, a hookah. Like, come on.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to day 2 of Vlogmas. This is going to be a really simple chit chat. Get ready with me. I talk about Keyshia Cole and Ashanti. I talk about Jada and Lil Baby. I talk about power. I think that's all. Not sure. But if you're interested in seeing how I got this makeup, just keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notifications so you're notified every time that I upload. Like this video, comment, all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. This tea is so good. This is the Celestial brand Wild Berry Zinger tea. Chef's kiss. This is going to be like a chit chat. Get ready with me. So I'm going to list all of my makeup that I'm putting on down in the description bar, but I won't really be breaking down each item that I'm doing as I'm doing, if you know, each item that I'm using as I'm using it, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to jump right in. Today, this is going to be my, well, actually, I think this is going to be my second video of Vlogmas, because I'm filming this and then right after that I'm filming my perfume collection. So if you are interested in seeing my perfume collection, that video is already up, so I will leave that link down below as well. I'm really upset. Yesterday was supposed to be the verses with Ashanti and Keyshia Cole, and it was postponed because Ashanti has COVID, I guess. But I was so looking forward to seeing that versus. I had went out, I bought freaking I was gonna have crabs, so I'm glad I didn't actually buy the crabs before I found out it was canceled. And the other thing is, she knew she had COVID. If she didn't know that she had COVID, well, okay, no. First, you know, of course, people got to make jokes. So everyone was saying that she didn't really have COVID, but she really just didn't want to battle against Keyshia Cole, which I understand. Or not I understand, but like that's like a funny joke that people are saying. I was Team Ashanti before this COVID situation happened, but now everyone's saying that she just didn't want to battle Ashanti. I mean, didn't want to battle Keyshia Cole, and I'm just like, I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm irked, you know. I was really looking forward to it. I had plans to get crabs, and like I was saying, I'm glad I didn't end up actually getting the crabs, because I would have been sick if I had crabs and no freaking verses to watch. What I was saying was they should have gone back to the way verses was originally, back when it was Jonte Austin and Neo, when it was Sean Garrett and The Dream, when it was even Teddy Riley and whoever Babyface. They had like a whole production, but they turned it into a whole production. And you know why they turned it into a whole production? Because they wanted to make money off of it. So of course we're not gonna get, because you know Neo didn't get no money off that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that people were streaming their music, so they were getting money from that. But in general, there were no sponsors. There was no like, this versus now, Ciroc is sponsoring it. It's powered by Apple Music. It's, you know, like, they just wanted to do a come up on some money. So I wanted them to do it back how they originally did it. With The Dream or whatever. And Ashanti said she was down to do it at her house because now she's quarantining or whatever. But alas, it has been postponed and rescheduled to January 9th. So I am, of course, going to be watching that, and the crabs will be postponed until January 9th. But I just can't believe that it was canceled. Like, everybody was gearing up. Like, I seen people on Instagram I saw people on Instagram with like, or not Instagram, Twitter, with balloons and like sliders, and people are making jokes like, what am I gonna do with these 100 wings now? because they was really making it like a real show. And I'm upset. Like, I was really looking forward to seeing this versus. Like, this would have been the best versus yet. I liked Jonte Austin and Neo's a lot because that music that they did, that they put out, was like my favorite music, honestly. Like the Mariah Carey, the Aaliyahs, the Beyoncés, like they are some good writers, Neo and Jonte. But Ashanti and Keyshia Cole, like their music got me through my fake heartbreaks at age 10. Like their music is just so good. Like, and I honestly don't even know who would win. Like, there was people rooting for Keyshia, saying that Ashanti's music wasn't that good. I'm just like, do you know her catalog? Like, her first album, I think it was like called Ashanti, I don't know, had so many hits, like Movies, that's a good song. There was just a lot of hits. And but Keyshia Cole's first CD though, like her first album, that might be one of my top 5. That is my top 5 favorite albums. And I gotta say that, like, it is true, Ashanti has good songs, but she doesn't have an entire work of work, in my opinion. Now, you can leave your opinion down below. Who were you rooting for? But in my opinion, she doesn't have that like full work of art album that you could play front to back, back to front without any skips. So that is why I think that Keyshia may have won if they do it, you know, when they do it or whatever. But man, Ashanti, she got them hits. So yeah, everybody was real upset. They had all these funny jokes going. They were like, Ashanti knew she didn't quarantine, and Ashanti been out too. Like, that's why I say when people are so surprised that they have COVID, y'all be out. Like, y'all really be out doing whatever in the middle of a pandemic. Like, that is my thing. Like, in the middle of a pandemic, you about to go out for what? Like, I've been staying home. I've been like, I did go home for Thanksgiving. But I've been careful. Like, I wouldn't go home back to see my old grandmother, my like elderly family, just for the fun of it, just to maybe possibly get them sick. Like, no. So I was taking care of myself. I was being careful. So, but there's people out here who like, they're like, I got COVID, and they was at the club blowing shotguns, a hookah. Like, come on, make it make sense. But so that's what Ashanti said. Ashanti was like, I can't believe I had COVID, but she was in South Africa. She was in Antigua. Is that where she was at? Barbados. Like, I don't even know. But so yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole Ashanti Keyshia Cole situation. I can't wait. I'm gonna be tuned in on January 9th though, because baby girl, like, this is the music. We gotta hear the music, you know? Alright, y'all, I had to get my lashes on real quick. But what I was saying was, people are playing in my good sis Ashanti's face because they trying to act like she doesn't have the catalog, and she has a good catalog, okay? It's a good catalog. Why would she wait until the day before? I mean, like, I understand why they would wait to get tested, but like, you knew that you were going to do the verses, so why weren't you quarantining prior? Like last week, Apple Music released their 2020, like the most music that you listened to in 2020. So I was really interested in seeing what mine was, because I know I listened to a lot of Queen Naija. I listened to a lot of who else? Janae. I listened to a lot of Drake, probably. But when I tell y'all that Queen Naija's album was the most played on my thing and her album just freaking came out, I knew that I had a problem. Like, I think it said 400 and some odd like plays or something. And I'm like, the album just freaking came out October 30th. And I was already listening to, and this came out, like this playlist came out maybe right after Thanksgiving. So less than a month. Less than a month of listening to her music. And my number one most played song was Pack Light. Now she did release that before. Like, I think she released Pack Light in like July. But that was crazy. Also, my friend said that her most listened, well, she doesn't have Apple Music, but Spotify does it too. And I think that's where Apple Music got it from. But her most listened to person was Lil Baby. I don't know if that was her most listened to, but it was like high up there. And I was like, Little Baby? What the what like, I like Lil Baby. Don't get me wrong, but most listened to, like, I thought that was OD. But I think I had like 8. And Apple Music breaks down like what song you listen to, what artist you listen to, how many songs you listen to by that artist, how many times you played it, how many hours from that artist. Like, Apple Music really went hard in letting you know like the analytics of your music choice, and I like that. Huda Beauty's foundation is like really nice, but all her stuff has such a strong scent, and me and my homegirls do not appreciate it. I don't know if you guys are, because like I was saying about Queen Naija, I don't know if you guys are like Queen Naija fans. I am. I like her. I think that, like, I mean, I don't know. I was about to say some rude shit. I like her in general. Her music is like okay. Like, it's catchy, but I will acknowledge the fact that it's not really that, groundbreaking. But that's okay. Like, I really like her. And I think that she's like a genuine person, which I appreciate. So like a lot of YouTubers and a lot of singers, I like her. I think she's like a nice person. I don't think she wants to do bad by anybody. Like, she just be living her little life. She just wants to be loved and be in love, So I'm glad that she found that, stability in Clarence or whatever. So when it was her birthday, Clarence, because if you guys have been under a rock, or if you guys haven't been under a rock, that everybody has been talking about Birkin bags and who deserves a Birkin bag and if you should get a Birkin bag, if it's a waste of money, blah, 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 because they are really, really pricey. And I think it's even hard to even get your hands on one in general, which, like, I don't know. I have no interest just because I think that they're kind of like ugly. Like, not to be that person, but I don't think that they're that cute. Now, if you were to say a Louis Vuitton, or even like, because Louis Vuitton I feel like is the lowest. Louis Vuitton is definitely the lowest, or like one of the lowest luxury brands. Like, they're pretty affordable in the grand scheme of things, Like, they're never full. But the prices have gone up. Like, I bought my Never Full like 3 years ago, and the prices like have quadrupled. Like, I don't know. I think my Never Full, when I got mine, was like $1,400 after taxes. It was less than $1,400. It was 13 something after taxes. I got the Never Full MM size. And now I think it's like $1,600 after taxes. So what is that, like $100 a year? Like, that's wild to me, you know? But at the same time, stupid. At the same time, the products that you get, like luxury items, I'm not gonna say that because like just like a car, it depreciates. But if you take care of your car, you could probably get a lot of use out of the car. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if you take care of your bags, you get a lot of use out of the bag. So for instance, I've had that Never Full. Actually, I have a video on it on my channel, and I want to do like an update video because I see a lot of people do update videos, and people have been asking me how my rose because I got rose ballerine, so how my rose ballerine interior is holding up and whatnot, and it's really holding up good. I'm not gonna give too much away because I am gonna do a video on it, but in general, it's holding up really nicely. So if you take care of your bags, they stay nice, you know? So if you want to have your Birkin and pay however much you want to pay for that, I think it's more of just what is it? It's like a status. Like, you know, as soon as somebody gets rich, they want to go out and they want to buy a Mercedes Benz. Like, I don't have time for the upkeep on a Mercedes Benz. Okay, yeah, so wrapping up this Birkin storyline because I want to talk about something else. I feel like Birkin bags don't serve a purpose to me. But there's people on the internet saying, like, get me a Birkin bag. Oh, because then there's the people who say, like, don't get me a Birkin bag, get me a property or an LLC or a business and blah, 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 blah. And then people are saying, well, no, get me a Birkin because they are worth more. Like, they're one of the bags that are worth more later on. So if you pay $60,000 for it now, maybe in 20 years it'll be worth $100,000, you know, or whatever. So people are saying, no, get me a Birkin bag and I could flip that on in 20 years. I don't know. So in general, GRWM, which is Lil Baby's baby mom, and I believe they are a couple right now. If you've heard all the tea, Lil Baby evidently paid a escort or like a, honestly, I don't know what she does for a living, like, but she has like an OnlyFans, basically. That's what I know. And he paid her $6,000 or $16,000. The girls don't know. I think it's $6,000 because I don't know. I think that's what it was. But it was supposed to evidently be like a secret, you know. But because it's Lil Baby, she went out on the internet and said, yeah, I just got this bag meaning money for Lil Baby. But clearly he's in a very public, very well-known relationship with GRWM. So everybody's saying how embarrassing that is, which it is embarrassing. Like, niggas just never gonna nig, if you are familiar with that terminology. That's all they do is nig. So, but like, it is embarrassing. Like, you're supposed to be the mother of his child, or you're supposed to be the father of her child. You're supposed to be like in a relationship. It was his birthday. I think she had just bought him all this money. Bought him all this money. She had just gifted him all this money. Like, I think he had like racks and racks of money. And it just doesn't make sense on why men choose to continuously embarrass their girlfriends and wives, even. Like, freaking, I'm not familiar with him. His name's like Malik something. I don't know. But Larsa Pippen. Is that her name? Larsa Pippen. I don't think I've ever said her name out loud. I don't think I've ever said her name out loud, but I know of her because she's friends with the Kardashians, and I believe she hooked up with Future while she was married to Scottie Pippen, and I believe that they're still married actually. So that's crazy too. But she was just freaking seen holding hands with some, and she's old too. Like she's not young. Seen holding hands with some young, by young I mean I think he's 24-year-old basketball player, and that is just crazy to me. Like the he's married, and the wife said she saw on Instagram the same way everybody else, or on the internet the same way everybody else saw on the internet, that he was hanging out with her holding hands in an airport. Like they just came back from like a vacation, excuse me, or something. So it's just embarrassing. Like men will really embarrass you, and that's why you can't let yourself get embarrassed by these men. Like it's just ugh, like it's just ghetto. Like I don't even. Bottom line is men are embarrassing. Ew, it's ghetto. 0 out of 10 recommend. And that's that. I don't know if you guys have been watching Power, the new Power. I vowed to like not watch it because I was so upset that they killed off Ghost. But why I kind of like this show, this season, this sequel or season better than Power. Like it's low-key fire. Like fire. Like Tariq has been selling drugs to make money to pay for Tasha's legal fees or whatever. So he's basically in this Ivy League school called Stanford, I think, or not Stanford because that's real. Stansfield, I think it's called. And he is running things, And Mary J. Blige is on it too, and she plays like the drug queen pin. The show is good, okay? My mom freaking hates Power. Like anytime that I mention Power, she has her face all turned up. She's irritated. She hates Power. Why? I made her watch 1 episode of Power, and she told me to put the second Power, like Ghost, Power Book 2, and she told me to put the other one on. I said, okay, all right, I will. So, you know, my mom likes it. It's a good show. She was like, I really like the writing. Like, the writing is fire. But the thing is, the same person that wrote this wrote the other one. Like, it's the same writer. But, whatever. Power is fire right now, okay? They're basically, I think, in my opinion, I don't think they said it, but they might have said it. I don't really listen. I think that they're shadowing the show after, like, I don't know, bear with me. I think they're trying to make, like, Tariq follow down the same lines as Ghost. So, for instance, Ghost had the best friend Tommy, who's white. Tariq has the best friend Brayden, who's white. He's got the love interest Lauren, who is Paige Hurd from Everybody Hates Chris. And then he's got, so she's supposed to be like the love interest that, in my opinion, is like the good girl. You know, Paige Hurd, or Lauren on the show, is Tariq's Angela, basically, I think. Because she's the good girl, she's from school, she's just a good girl. Then you've got Diana, who is the bad girl. She knows what Tariq is into. She's part of the same lifestyle, you know? Yeah, so Tariq, or what is her name? Diana is like the Tasha, pretty much. So she knows that lifestyle. She's in that lifestyle or whatever. I'm really excited to see how this season unfolds. I don't know how many more episodes are left. It might be like 4 more episodes, maybe. Actually, I'm gonna change my outfit and grab my mascara. Okay, everybody, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me. I talked about a lot of different stuff. Keyshia Cole, Ashanti, Power, Jada Wada, Lil Baby, all of that. This was just a really quick makeup look, just to put some makeup on my face. That's pretty much it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.